Welcome to Daiwa Carp South Africa, and in my hand I've got one of several Daiwa Emblem rods that I want to talk through with you. The first one, obviously, we've got the 10-foot 3.5 pound test curve, we've got a 12-foot 3.5 pound test curve, we've got a 13-foot 3.5 pound test curve that can cast up to a 5-ounce lead, and then we've got the 12-foot 4.5 pound test curve Spod rod. Now, all of these rods are constructed using Daiwa's high volume fiber technology. Now that means they are forcing as much of the resin out of the blank during the manufacturing process, and that gives you a much lighter and a much more responsive rod. Then we look at the guides. All of the guides are Sea Guide minima guides, and the 10-foot starts with a 35mm butt guide all the way through to a 16mm tip guide. And then the 12-foot, that starts with a 45mm butt guide, the 13-foot has got a 50mm butt guide, and the 12-foot Spod rod has got a 40mm butt guide. And the reel seats are Daiwa's own unique design. It's got beautiful Japanese shrink rubber butt section with a little bit of a thicker piece at the bottom with a aluminium butt cap. Daiwa's Emblem rods also feature V-joint. Now V-joint means that the rod actually flexes in the joint, which gives you almost the feel of a one-piece rod. Now let us start with the 10-foot 3.5 pound test curve rod. This is a very versatile tool. Number one, it can cast very easily up to 115, 120 meters. Not that you ever want to do that with a 10-foot rod, but it is absolutely brilliant for stalking and for short range margin fishing. And then obviously the biggest benefit of this rod is dropping lines at range, whether at 300 meters or a hell of a lot further. This rod has got a very fast recovery speed, and it is extremely strong. So even for bank anglers, I am really shocked to see that not many bank anglers have caught onto this 10-foot rod. It is an animal in the right hands. Going to the 12-foot rod, same makeup with the high volume fiber blank, the V-joint, everything as I've just explained on the 10-foot rod. This rod is capable of casting very easily up to 40 wraps, which is in the region of about 145 to 150 meters. It's got a very fast recovery speed, but it's also a rod that you can use for doing margin fishing. Really, really good in the right hands. You can also drop rigs by boat at range. I have been doing that for many years and actually do not own a set of 10-foot rods, as I do everything with my 12-foot rods. Then going on to the 13-foot rod, now that is a casting animal. It can very easily cast a 4-ounce lead at 165 meters, probably plus if you have the right type line and leader on. And it's also good for fishing at medium range. So if you are only a one rod person, then and you have a set of 13-foot rods, believe me, I can do with a 13-foot rod that many people can do with a 10-foot. Then we get to the 4.5 pound test curve Spod rod. Now this is an incredible product. It casts large and medium-sized spoms incredibly well, but it's also really good for feature finding. When you cast a lead or you just want to do plumbing with a lead, brilliant. When you do your feature finding, I have done feature finding with the 4.5 pound test curve rod in excess of 140 meters, and I've also cast a midi spom very, very easily up to 150 meters. It is an incredible range of rods. So check them out at your local dealer and ask for them by name. Daiwa, feel alive.